pushing their broken boat into the water with hopes of freedom. They thought they were finally escaping this brutal, deserted island. But as the shore faded away, the terrifying truth hit them. They hadn't escaped anything. They had just walked straight into a deadly, calculated trap. And the God of Gods soon began to use the flying trash, making for him a simple raft. Through the chain of the ring, Jack was finally able to get food from the sea. There, he surprisingly found a broken small boat, but in a quick moment, it broke down completely. Zennie and Manu wanted to help him up, but Jack rejected their goodwill. Without a doubt, they could only leave Jack and his men on the sea to watch how they survived. However, when they saw Jack's freezing attitude, they grew completely desperate. Zennie made a choice. He and Manu decided to take a chance. Zennie proposed a plan, and after getting advice and approval from Manu, they decided to take their leave. Next morning, they started to closely observe Jack's situation. The duo found Jack had not even left the small village, but had instead gone straight to the beach. They immediately took action. Looking out at the sea, they saw Jack was drunk. Regardless of everything, the two grabbed the small boat and immediately headed into the water. What they did not expect was that this was entirely Jack's plan. He had intentionally lured them to the bank. The small boat got stuck in the middle of the sea, and within a day, an angry Zennie was forced to return to the small island. Jack showed no compassion, even bringing out weapons to question where the mausoleum was. Seeing the fully revealed structure, he took a deep breath and hurried over, ignoring Zennie's attempts to stop him. Seeking revenge, Manu dealt a blow, but then had to escape. Zennie was caught and had to face the consequences. And in putting down Jack's weapon, and since Manu was gone, Jack was left alone on the island to deal with the aftermath. Zennie, feeling a deep sense of guilt, could not face what happened by himself. When Manu was found, Zennie brought him in. However, Jack did not plan to leave for 2 years. Armed with his weapons, he went into the forest, where Zennie, Manu, and Jin were eventually found. What they didn't know was that this was all part of Manu's 1,000-year-old sorcery. Caught in the trap, Zennie chose to endure Jack's harsh treatment while others took a heavy hit. It was completely unexpected. With Manu no longer deep in the picture, Zennie could only wander the desert island. But suddenly, one day on the beach, he devised a small plan to wait for a passing riverboat and prepare his escape. Before leaving, he not only took away Jack's belongings, but hid them securely. Although Jack tried to stop him, Zennie soon made it to the river. Because Jack was entirely alone, no one heard his cries for help. A happy smile finally appeared on Zennie's face. That's it for today's video. If you like my content, please don't forget to like and comment. See you tomorrow.